Hi guys, I wanted to make sure that I shared with you the second book that I found very valuable, and that book is called Start Late, Finish Rich. Start Late, Finish Rich by David Bach. I have this sticker on here, I couldn't take it off, it would rip it off. So it's called Start Late, Finish Rich. And what I really liked about this book is that it put into a simple format of things that you could do. Fix my shirt here. Things that you could do to help you find financial freedom. And pairing it with the first book I shared, Rich Dad Poor Dad, really helped me. Uh, as I said, chase this path that I'm on to early retirement, which for me is going to be 2024. I am currently 53 years old, and I am hoping to not be on this 9 to 5, actually 9 to 7 rat race that I'm on as far as working for someone else. Working 10, 12-hour days has really taken a toll. I'm really just wanting to enjoy more of my time um, with my sons, with just my family in general. I started enjoying a lot of the things that I have been working so hard to have to enjoy them or enjoy my time. Um, Doing things that I love to do besides having to work all the time. So I really enjoyed this book. What really drew me to this book was the title "Start Late and Still Finish Rich." Was because when I read the book, I felt like I was, starting late. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of money in my 401. I I don't think I quite, no, I don't think I had bought my first home yet. So I really felt like, man, I've got to do something here fast. And this book kind of gave me like 5 bullet points that I could work on to put me in a place where I could see my way to not having to work your regular job. And so one of the bullet points in the book that I really focused on was the real estate investing part, because I knew I wanted to buy a house, and I always, as a kid, never lived in like apartments or anything. My mom was very, I guess, sure that she wanted to have a home. So she bought a home when I was very young. So I knew that I wanted to follow that path and buy a home. So this book kind of helped me figure my way through that. And so I purchased my first property, my starter home, not too soon after reading this book. As I said, I always knew I wanted to. I just didn't uh, know exactly how to do it. And this book really simplified that process for me. And so, yeah, I was able to do that. And as a matter of fact, my first home, my starter home, is now my first rental property. So this book also talked a lot about, starting as a landlord, if that was something that was feasible for you, um, which I felt like was for me. And so I replicated a lot of the steps in doing that. And so the home that I'm currently in, I am hoping here soon to begin looking at some duplexes that they are currently building not too far from me, where I will live in one side and rent out the other side, and then have these two homes as also rental properties. So I'm very happy with that path. Um, I'll go into more details on that in a video that I'm continuing to put together for you guys. I do have two videos already on my channel where I talk about my first rental property as well as the purchase of this home. So that information is there. Also in this book, the idea of starting a business while you continue to work is also something that I gravitated to. Being a single parent, I always knew that I wanted to start a business, but I was also afraid because I knew that I needed to have a reliable source of income. I had to provide, or I wanted to provide, a good home for my boys. And so this gave me the courage to do that and to start it while currently working my job. And so I recently bought into a vending machine business. So I have 5 vending machines. I have a couple that are placed or located now. I'm still trying to locate the last 3. So I'm hoping to get that done here soon. But the ones that I do have located have begun to make some money. So I'm very happy with that process. I want to scale up in that real quick here. I think, well, I know that the initial 5 machines was kind of like what I wanted to do to introduce myself into the business because I didn't have a clue as to how the vending business worked. And so the company that I'm working with, I also paid, for the locating side of that. But it's been a good um, process. I've learned a lot about the vending machine business. And so I do want to scale up to at least 10 to 20 machines here soon, hopefully. And I plan to do the locating myself now that I understand the process a lot better. So I think that's going to be a good business for me to continue on. So I'm doing that. So also in this book, they talked about franchising, which is something that I had always thought about but never had the money. And so in my first home, I do have a lot of equity in that home because I lived in it for like 13 years before I rented it out. And I just recently signed my first, the people that rented my home for a year have released for another year. So my tenants, there you go, have signed for another year. And so I was thinking about looking at that being an option to take some money out of that home and seeing about buying into a franchise. I really always wanted to do the coffee shop thing, but recently I've kind of been thinking about smoothies. So I'm gonna, run the numbers, see if it's even something I can do. But I do want to do like a brick and mortar business here soon. So that is something that I am beginning to plan and figure out how I'm gonna get done. Um, so I would say, yeah, like this book, Start Late, Finish Rich, in addition to The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, were 2 books that really helped me on my path to retire early. Um, I would say once again, like the whole idea of becoming an entrepreneur and doing your own thing is scary. It's the unknown. What if I fail type thing? But I will say that it's worth it. Um, I have not really regretted any of the moves that I've made so far. And they have been, a little stressful. you know, um, with the house, having a few repairs that I needed to have done. But all in all, I wouldn't go back. I would continue, like I said, moving forward with the real estate thing. The vending machines have been a little stressful. Just working a job for 10 hours a day and figuring out how I'm going to drive and, do the work that it takes to make money on that. But I do believe if I continue with it, continue to scale up, that I'll be in a position where I could probably hire someone to do the routes for me. So I would just say, as someone at my age who is continuing or just, learning to strike out and do things and not follow the traditional route of working a job, I have been very happy with the process. It's just things can't happen fast enough. So I'm continuing to try to figure out new things that I could do to create streams of revenue. I will once again say thank you to the creators out there, because I also, through your videos, have gone onto Shopify and created a site. I haven't gotten any sales or anything from it yet, but I am continuing to work on it and make the website better, make the products on there I'm offering better. But it's been a great process. I just look forward to seeing what it can do, and I don't so much as think about anymore what it's not doing. So thank you to all you creators out there for providing videos that have guided me on the path that I am on right now with that. Yeah, it's it's a journey. It's hard work, but it's work that I know will be all my profits to benefit from and not for someone else. So that's going to be very rewarding when things start to take off. So I wanted to get this video in. It's been a rough week for me as far as work goes. Um, and yeah, it's late. So I'm going to end this video now. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I hope all is well with you guys out there. All right. Have a good night.